Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce the closure in Swift programming language. So what is closure? Closure is a self-contained blocks of functionality that can be passed around and used in your code. And the closure expression is kind of write an inline closure in a brief syntax. So I will show you the example below. First, we defined a character list, which is an array with A, B, and C. So we define a function which we want to use to reverse the order of the array. So we say check with two parameters. The first one is string because it's deal with the characters, and you can also define it as a character. It's both fine because and it will return a bool value because we will use sort method after. The sort method is actually compare two values to return a value of a bool to see whether the second value should be appeared before the first one. So we return A greater than B. So someone will get confused. What is greater mean? So the greater than means appear later in the alphabet than. So what that means? So it's actually which means letter B is bigger than letter A. So actually it will first check is letter B is bigger than letter A or not. If this is true, then it will return bool value with true, and then it's greater, so it has to be appear before the letter A. And we define a variable which is reverse and is equal to the because we have to deal with the sort value of character list and dot sort by check. Okay, and we can print out the reverse. Okay, to see. Okay. Sort by check. Oh, it's sorted. Sorry about that. Okay. So actually, the order has been reversed. Okay. So it's kind of a principle of how to use the closure. Actually, the closure expression syntax is much concise than that. We can just delete the function. Okay. And okay. It'll actually show you the principle here. Okay, so how about if we want to, we can actually simply write in another case, not by check, but we can directly write A, a string, okay, B, a string, and return a value which is bool, okay, and in return of S1 A greater than B. Okay, so this so this is kind of the closures expression syntax. So first we have a parameter and we have a return type and in return in the standard of A greater than B. Okay, and we can shorthand this expression by much consent way. So because we know that string, we deal with string, so it's automatically inferred, and because the sort method is automatically return a bool value, so we can just delete these things. Bool not take into consideration this one. Okay, and this we don't need that. Also, we don't need this. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, we can simply write in this way, even march consensus. Okay, so we can directly write as sorted by something like greater than. Okay. Okay, you can just understand in this way, like greater than. Okay, so it's like we sort by the biggest one in the first. So actually B is greater than A, so it has to appear on the first. C is greater than B, C has to be appeared before B, and the C is also greater than A, so C has to be located before A and B. Okay, you can simply transfer all these things into this way. So, and the function is cancel off the principle of the closures. Okay, and second I want to talk about one interesting, which is a trailing closure. Trailing closure are most useful when the closure is sufficiently long that is not possible to write it in line or a single line, which means the closure is really simple like this, right? But it's really long. So how can we do? We use the example over here. Okay. First, we define a dictionary, which is 0 is equal to 0, 1 is equal to 0, and then we have line numbers, which is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and our example over here is aim to transfer the int value of 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 into a string value by using the dictionary over here. Okay, so we do let string equal to number numbers. We use another method which is called map. Okay, and we use the closure expression. Okay, first the parameter, we say number. Okay, and we return, because it will finally give you it transfers the integer value to a string, so we return a string value. And in what condition? Okay, we see, oh, not index. Okay, so we define a number which is equal to the current number. Okay, and we define an output which is an empty string that we're going to use to store our transferred value. And we see repeat. Okay, it kinds of doing an action. So output is equal to the digit number 10, and in this case, because the number, we have to find the remaining value of the number after divided by 10. So because it will transfer to an optional value, but we do know that the dictionary 0 or these things do have a value which is associated with the index. So we use the force unwrap to unwrap it to get the value and that it referred to, and we plus to the output, and when you use number divide by 10. Okay, and while we do number bigger than 0, then we return the output. Okay, finally we can print outside to see okay. So as you can see, the 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 has been transferred to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So I will step by step to let you understand this. So first we want to transfer 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 into a string value. So we use the closure, which is over here. This is kind of called the map method, which is kind of return a same array with same size, but transfer a new array from the old array, okay? And we use number to string, which is kind of a closure expression. And we first define number equal to number, okay? And we define output, which is an empty string, and repeat the process. For example, the first output is kind of string, and we say digit number. Number is inside the numbers, so the first 1 divided by 10, the remaining is still 1. And we do know once there is a index and is referred to value of string 1, and then we plus the output. So the first string output should be 1, okay? And 1 divided by 10 is 0, so we just get out the loop and we return output. And when we print the string, the first one should be 1, okay? Of the 1, 2 inside the string, so right now the number is equal to 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2 divided by 10, the remaining value is 2. And 2, we do have a value which is referred a value of string 2. And now the output is 2. But 12 divided by 10 is equal to 1, so it's greater than 0. We repeat it again. So at this time, the number is become the 1, and the 1 divided by 10 is still 1. So the output in the previous one is 2, so 1 plus 2 is 1, 2 over here. And so far, so good. It's a 1, 3, 4. Okay, so actually, this is a kind of an interesting way to show how to convert an integer value to a string value by using the training closure. Training closure, one more time, is that you can write something in write a closure in a really simplest way. Like in one line code, you have to see several code. So that's it. And thank you very much. And if you have further suggestions or recommendations, just let me know or comments. And it's my pleasure to have the introduction.